we're going to try and break the screen. And this is all new to me, so I'm going to tell you what we're going to try. They say it'll hold up pretty good. Hi, I'm Andrew at Baker's Gas. We're here today with the all-new Bobcat 265. So in this video, we're going to do something that's unspeakable. We're going to break this screen because everybody, backed by popular demand, says that these new screens are going to break and service is going to be horrible. So we got our local Miller guys to send us some new screens, and I'm going to show how to swap one out and show you how easy it actually is. So we're going to break it on camera, and I'll swap it out for you. Also, I'm going to talk about the remote. Something that we didn't mention in the previous video is that these have remote start. So the Bobcat 265 has a remote start. There's my little key fob. I paired it to this unit, so I'll show that here in a little bit. But let's turn this on just to show you the screen, that nice LCD display. This unit's got 4 hours on it. Gives you your gas, right? We got it set up for TIG, and our amperage right there. We go to process, and I'll link our other video down below. We're gonna go to 7018. So what we're gonna do, I got a hammer. We're gonna try and break the screen, and this is all new to me, so I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna try. They say it'll hold up pretty good. I mean, I smacked that and it didn't break. You guys saw that, right? I hit it pretty hard too, but let's try the end of the ball peen. I mean, if we can't get it to break. So it's pretty. Okay, there we go. We got it to break on that one. You saw how hard I was hitting that screen. Now that's pretty impressive. Now it's still on. We're going to shut it off. All right, and then I got some tools here. Now just remember, it is a T8 on that, around that screen, so we're going to pop that off and see what we can do here. Try and loosen that. So just be careful, those little tiny little screws are bare. Just set them on that glove so we know where they're at. Let's see, there's 8 of them on here. If we had a little electric drill, that'd probably be best, but this is working out pretty good. I didn't really want to over torque these things or strip them out because like I said, that's pretty impressive though. It took several blows on that hammer. I mean, and I don't know, I know a lot of people are talking about how all this new LCD display and stuff on there. I mean, you saw it take that hit. I can't imagine too many people throwing stuff at your engine drive. Now we see some stuff come back in on service, and there's some heavily dented pieces of equipment. But man, I mean, you would really have to be maliciously doing this to break that screen. And I mean, you saw me smack it the first time. I hit it pretty hard. So you're thinking either a rock chip or something going down the road. I can't imagine breaking it off that. I mean, I smacked it pretty good. Out here. Now Miller says that we're going to link this product down below too. We'll attach it down below. But what this does, they sell these as a replacement. Obviously, you can go to your local service center too and get it done. Pull these 8 out. Have a little tab around it here, and you're going to see. So I take a little screwdriver, and there's a little adhesive around that edge. And it's really just to keep dust and moisture out of there. But what we'll do, I really did a number on that screen. Hopefully yours doesn't break like that, because we just got to chip all this off around the edges, and then what happens is it's basically, there we go. Got a little easier there. So right there is how that come out. We're going to chip all that off, but this is the new one. It's just a little ribbon cable. Be careful, do not damage that. Pretty important. And what we're going to do, we're just going to pop that back in there. And then there's a new adhesive around this edge of the new one. We're going to pull all that off. We'll put it back on there. Let me chip all this off though, and we'll get it going here. All right, so we got most of the adhesive off there. It's just kind of a furry adhesive, but it got most of it off there. So we're going to plug our ribbon tape back in. There we go, it just plugs in. Now let's just check something before we go crazy. Oh, look at that. Wow, come right on. It's a beautiful thing. Huh. So we know we're plugged in, right? We'll shut it off. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel this little adhesive off around this thing. And I'll get it off there. I just wanted to be safe saying that, like, this is going to work. Before I do that, let me cut that. There we go. Cut that. And we'll pop this thing back in there. So basically that's the fix right there. I mean, and you saw, I did it. I'm no mechanic, but we got it all plugged in. So, and I'm just going to give it a good once over press. Try not to break this new one. There we go. And then we'll get our bezel back on here. And that just goes back on just like that. We'll get our little screws all put back in here. Very easy, as you saw, to change out. I mean, it's pretty impressive. And just like, and why we're making such a big deal about being able to change these is, in the field there's competition and competitive engine drive. Well, they have a replacement screen, but you can't. You know, you got to send it to a service center. But you know, like I can just sell you this screen now. You do it yourself. It's actually pretty genius in my eyes, because then you could do it all the service on the front end of this thing, and then change out your screen if you do end up breaking it. And another plus about the new 265 is that as far as servicing air filter, oil, that sort of thing, oil filter, all very easily accessible. And I can show you here in just a second on the side door. But everything on one side panel is the oil, on the top is your air filter, so it's all very easily serviced. Whereas the competition or older Bobcats, Trailblazers, that sort of thing, it was a little bit tougher. They had to access oil filters and stuff like that, but now it's just wide open. This is the biggest pain is getting these T8 screws back in place, but it's not bad at all, really. But what we're going to do here is I'll get this thing back together, and I'll show you how the remote works. We'll fire it up with the remote. Just take a look at the new screen, make sure everything's still good, we didn't move. And I'll, like I said, I'm not going to tighten these all the way down because we want to make sure that ribbon cable didn't come undone, and I don't think it did. So, tighten that up. Well, and then what did I do with my remote? So what you want to do with this is you want to go turn it to run. So obviously our screen's working, we're good there. And then what you want to do on the remote on here is it got a little instruction in case you forget, but we turn it to run, and then press and release, and then press and hold for 3 seconds. So you're going to press and release, and press and hold for 3 seconds. And then it's going to beep. Shut down. You're going to press and release. Shut down. So pretty awesome. I mean, you can't beat that. You have a remote. Say this thing's on the top of your truck, on the service truck. You can just hit the start button. And there is a timer feature, so if you leave it on run idle, it'll time out, shut off, but then the remote's always linked to it. There is a battery in these remotes, so that can change that as well. So you saw how easy that was to change out the screen. I got glass all over the place here, so we're going to have to do some cleanup, but awesome. I mean, that's pretty impressive. That thing held up good against a hammer. Just real quick, let me pop open this door and show you what I'm talking about with the oil and that. So, oil drain line right there. Just a little pickup right off to the side. Oil filters right here. Spark plug on the other side. So it's very simple to get in there, access it. The battery's very simple to get to. Nice compact unit. We'll link our other video on the 265 down below. I just wanted to give you guys a good representation of what we can do with that screen, and it's pretty awesome. So if you got any questions, comments, please leave them down below. Thanks again for watching. Stay tuned for some more.